Welcome back to Miami and welcome to qualifying. Only raw speed will separate these drivers today, but the question is, who's got what it takes to get pole?
Okay, when you're ready, let's go. They're in 12th. And that's Nico behind. Jules ahead of you now. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please. Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining. Lando ahead. Okay, so their best lap so far, 1 minute 30.2. It's Verstappen ahead. Okay, so their best lap time, 1:30.3.
It's wet here today and we're expecting those downpours to continue. This will make for a difficult sprint for all the teams. Well, it's certainly not sunny here in the Sunshine State. A lap of the Miami Grand Prix features 19 corners and 3.36 miles of track around the Hard Rock Stadium. But these conditions should prove especially difficult for all of our drivers today. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Surfer Girl, Sainz, Russell, Gasly, Fernando Alonso, Albon, Hamilton, Ocon, Tsunoda, Behrman, Hulkenberg, Vesti, Ricciardo, Perez, Stroll, Joe and Oscar Piastri. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And striding into our commentary box to join us today, the man, the myth, the legend, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say they've got the better of them more often than not. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday. But in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has, Crofty. You know, the cars have got bigger, they're heavier, but critically, there's more downforce to play with as well now. There was about 4 tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometres an hour when I drove. You're now looking more towards 5 tons of downforce. So there's a big difference in performance. But because of that, the car being heavier and bigger, you've got to drive in a smoother way. You've got to look after it a bit more. You've got to nurse it through the slow speed corners more. They were much more nimble, agile machines when I drove in Formula 1 compared to now.
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway ahead of today's sprint. We're almost ready to start the sprint as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
Okay, be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. make a mistake. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Tyre condition still looking good. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Okay, I think the track's going to be drying out quite soon. Be careful you don't burn out your tyres. Okay, good work. Great pass. The underbody's taken a little damage, just watch out for it. Situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 17.1 seconds. Okay, radar is clear, weather is looking good for now. We're not certain which is the best tyre right now, dries or inters. Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment. Just be careful. Gap to your teammate behind, 19.0 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. They're currently 16th. Your last lap time, 1 minute 44.2. Coming in for his stop now. Conditions look stable at the moment, no rain currently expected. Okay, not sure whether dries or inters are faster, we're right on the crossover. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, Nico's into the pits. Nico in the pits. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Okay, final lap, let's go, final lap. No rain expected for the time being. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. 9 laps of fuel to go, 9 laps left. Top job, mate, top job, yes! I was a bit worried about this one at the start of the weekend, but man, you pulled through. Thank you, well done.
So with the sprint concluded, join us next time for qualifying. And of course, the main event, this weekend's Formula One Grand Prix. We'll see you next time. Welcome back to Miami and welcome to qualifying. Only raw speed will separate these drivers today, but the question is, who's got what it takes to get pole?
Standing by. Car behind you is Nico. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please. Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining. is behind you.
Formula One has arrived in the Sunshine State for spectacular sunsets, gentle breezes, warm waters, and for what will be a fantastic race day here at the Miami International Autodrome. Sitting at the southeastern coast of Florida, the Miami International Autodrome has 19 corners and 3.36 miles of racing. It's a circuit designed to encourage close racing while meeting the highest safety standards. Either way, I'm sure it's one that will please the fans. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And Surfer Girl completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Verstappen, Perez, Russell, Stroll, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Ocon, Albon, Tsunoda, Gasly, Oscar Piastri, Ricciardo, Behrman, Hulkenberg, Vesti, and Zhou Guanyu. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. Now, we had great fun watching them win last time out. What a great victory it was. But can they carry that into today's race?
It's the important one, isn't it, Crofty? You've done it once, can you do it again? But, you know, if you start believing in yourself and the confidence starts to build, that inner confidence is what you need. And you can carry that through to future races, including this one, and you set that ball rolling. That's the critical thing that they're looking for here. And I believe if you've got that first race win or a win at any stage, it can start to roll with you in a good way.
Here we go then, the formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? But we'll soon find out. So as all the cars take their positions on the grid, the teams will be hoping their strategies pay off for them in today's race. But the question I'm asking is which teams have got it right, which ones have got it horribly wrong?
Lando ahead. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 11.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're currently 17th place. Time last lap, 1:44.9. push hard on the in-lap. Okay, clear. Okay, mate, let's be a bit more careful about where and when we use ERS, and let's try and be consistent as you use it moving forward. I've got information on Stroll. Okay, it looks like the problem's terminal. They're retiring the car. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Issue attaching the front right wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put that behind us and get back into this race. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Ocon is ahead of you. Less than a second separates you. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap, 1 minute 36.2. Nico's coming in for his stop now. That's Sainz behind you now. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 9 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time, 1:36.5. Okay. Okay, Nico's into the pits. Nico in the pits. Drivers stopping now. the pack, that's P1. Norris behind. They're on fresh mediums. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, we're into the last 10 laps now. Teammate behind, 33.2 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. They're currently 17th place. And the time last lap, 1:53.0. Okay, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 37.6 seconds. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1 minute 32.3. fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserve that race win. Well done, mate.
And that's the checkered flag. What an amazing victory in what has been a great Miami Grand Prix.
And it's always good, Crofty, to get that momentum on your side, and it's really good for your confidence as well. The more confident you are, the further that can take you.
The quality and fantastic result of the Haas team will have been noticed by everybody else out there today. And you can see why everyone's taking them so seriously. These drivers will be hot property by the end of the season. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.